Okay, so this is just some of the quick tips and tricks that I've learned as a beginner 3D printer that makes my prints come out a lot stronger. So just some things that will be helpful to you in the beginning. So first and foremost, like this is just a model that I'm doing for, um, for a friend of mine, just to make some cup holders for them. So I need them to be strong. They're going to be hanging. So if you see there's like screw holes in here. So obviously I need and drain holes underneath. So I need it to be strong, but I also need it to be able to continue to do the job and not fall apart, and yet be able to take liquid out of it so that it doesn't get caught in there. So I've made this system, but it needs to be built so that it doesn't melt. So that's first and foremost. The filament that I'm using is a filament that is heat resistant, but that doesn't make it stronger. What makes it stronger are these settings in here. So the very first setting that you're going to do if you're using a Bambu printer, you're going to want to change your millimeters in your initial layer or even in your default. I usually use about 0.5 to 0.55. My outer wall will be about that too. My top surface will almost always be 0.55 or greater. So you just got to change those settings. Now, inner wall doesn't necessarily going to make it stronger, but you could change that if you want. The solid fill will obviously change how strong something is built, but you do not need to change your solid fill to stronger than what it is in the default. 0.42 will be totally fine as long as your initial layer, your outer wall, and your top surface are somewhat stronger. And basically, the strongest you should go is probably 0.65. I don't think anybody should go stronger than that, but that all depends on like what you're using it for. And if you're using it for robotics, 0.52, 0.55, these things are totally fine. Then when you scroll down, and I don't know what other programs have this, but you're looking for something called ironing. And what you're going to do is you're going to click where it says no ironing, and you're going to either choose one of these two, top surfaces or topmost surface. If you do all solid layers, it could actually add like an extra 5 hours to your project. So I don't always do that one. Actually, never do that one. But I do stick with the top surfaces and the topmost surfaces. And those three things that I really handle, like my outer wall, my top surface, and then ironing, that's the key to making something a whole lot better. I'm hoping that does the job for you. If you're not using Bambu, by all means, have your mom send me an email, and I will see what I can do to fix it on your end. Good luck.